It's 5:30 a.m. and the city is still shrouded in darkness. Inside Fire Station 18, the day is just beginning for Jake, a 26-year-old firefighter. Jake has been on the force for 5 years, and today is another day where his dedication and bravery will be tested. Jake's day starts early. At 5:45 a.m., he's already up and moving, trying to leave quietly so as not to wake his wife, Emily, who is still asleep. Their modest apartment in the city is a testament to their hard work and dreams for a better future. The apartment is small, but cozy, filled with little mementos of their life together, photos from their wedding, souvenirs from vacations, and a collection of books that Emily loves to read. Breakfast is quick and simple, eggs and toast. Jake eats alone, savoring the quiet before the storm that his job often brings. He uses this time to think about the day ahead, mentally preparing himself for whatever challenges may come. The kitchen is small, with just enough space for a small table where Jake eats his breakfast. The walls are adorned with magnets from different places they've visited, a testament to their love for travel despite their busy schedules. Jake checks his phone for any messages or updates from the station. He's part of several group chats with his colleagues, where they share important information and updates. There's a sense of camaraderie in these chats, a constant reminder that he's part of a team. By 6:15 a.m., Jake is on his way to the fire station. The drive is a time for him to mentally prepare for the day. Firefighters face uncertainty daily, never knowing what kind of emergencies they'll respond to. This constant state of readiness is both a source of pride and stress. The streets are relatively empty at this hour. Jake enjoys the quiet drive, using the time to listen to the news or an audiobook. Today, he's listening to a book about resilience, a topic that resonates deeply with him, given the demands of his job. Jake's salary as a firefighter is $48,000 a year, which is above average for the city's cost of living, but still comes with its financial pressures. Emily works part-time as a nurse, and together they manage to make ends meet, but the future always feels precarious. They dream of owning a house someday, a place where they can start a family and build a life together. By 6:45 a.m., Jake arrives at Fire Station 18. He greets his fellow firefighters, a tight-knit group that has become his second family. The camaraderie among them is palpable, forged through shared experiences and mutual respect. The fire station is a second home for Jake, filled with familiar faces and routines that bring a sense of stability to his life. The morning briefing covers the usual topics: maintenance checks, training schedules, and updates on local incidents. The mood is light-hearted, but there's an underlying tension. They all know that at any moment they could be called to action. Jake's captain, Mike, leads the briefing. Mike is a seasoned firefighter with over 20 years of experience. His calm demeanor and authoritative presence command respect from the entire team. Today, he briefs them on a new training exercise focused on high-rise rescues, a skill that's becoming increasingly important as the city grows and new skyscrapers are built. Jake takes notes, his mind already running through the steps of the training. He's always been diligent about his training, understanding that every skill he hones could one day save a life. Training is a critical part of the day. Today's session focuses on high-rise building rescues, a challenging but essential skill. Jake and his team run drills, climbing ladders, and practicing with their equipment. The drills are physically demanding, pushing the firefighters to their limits. Jake feels the strain in his muscles but pushes through, knowing that this training could one day mean the difference between life and death. The team practices using the aerial ladder truck, a crucial piece of equipment for high-rise rescues. They take turns climbing the ladder, securing themselves with harnesses and simulating rescues from upper floors. The training is intense, but it's necessary to ensure they're prepared for any situation. Jake's partner for the drill is Tom, a fellow firefighter who joined the team around the same time as Jake. They've developed a strong bond over the years, trusting each other implicitly. The teamwork and communication during these drills are vital, as they need to rely on each other completely during real emergencies. At 10:30 a.m., the alarm rings. A house fire has been reported on the outskirts of the city. Jake and his team spring into action, donning their gear and boarding the fire engine. The drive to the scene is always a blur of adrenaline. Jake's mind races through protocols and safety checks, but there's also a moment of fear. Firefighting is dangerous, and every call comes with risks. As they approach the scene, Jake can see the thick black smoke rising into the sky. The sight is both familiar and daunting. He's been on countless calls like this, but each one is different and unpredictable. They arrive to find a two-story house engulfed in flames. The family is outside, safe but frantic. Jake's team quickly assesses the situation and gets to work. Jake's job is to search for any remaining occupants. Inside, the heat is intense and visibility is low. He moves methodically, calling out and listening for any response. The smoke is thick, making it difficult to see, but Jake relies on his training and instincts to guide him. The flames crackle and roar around him as he moves through the house. He checks each room carefully, ensuring that no one is left behind. The heat is almost unbearable, but Jake pushes through, focused on the task at hand. He finds a dog trapped in a bedroom and quickly rescues it, bringing it out to the grateful family. It's moments like these that make the job worthwhile, despite the dangers and stress. The family's relief and gratitude are palpable, and Jake feels a sense of accomplishment, knowing he's made a difference. The team works together seamlessly, each firefighter playing a crucial role in controlling the blaze and ensuring everyone's safety. They've trained for this countless times, and their coordination and efficiency are a testament to their dedication and skill. Back at the station, there's a sense of relief and exhaustion. The fire was controlled with no serious injuries, but the toll is evident on Jake and his team. Lunch is a shared affair, a moment of camaraderie amidst the chaos. They talk about the call, sharing stories and offering support. This bond is what keeps them strong, knowing they have each other's backs. The firehouse kitchen is bustling with activity. Jake and his teammates take turns cooking, and today it's Tom's turn to prepare the meal. The smell of grilled chicken and vegetables fills the air, a welcome respite from the intensity of the morning's events. They sit together at the long dining table, sharing stories and laughter. The conversation is a mix of work and personal life, a chance to unwind and connect with each other. For Jake, these moments are a reminder of the importance of teamwork and friendship in their line of work. The afternoon is spent on various tasks: equipment checks, paperwork, and community outreach. Jake visits a local school to talk about fire safety, a reminder of the importance of prevention. These visits are rewarding. Educating the public, especially children, is a critical part of the job. It's a way to give back to the community and hopefully prevent future tragedies. The children's excitement and curiosity are infectious, and Jake enjoys answering their questions and sharing his knowledge. Jake demonstrates how to stop, drop, and roll, explaining the importance of staying calm in an emergency. He shows them how to check smoke detectors and plan escape routes, emphasizing the importance of being prepared. The visit to the school is a welcome break from the intensity of firefighting. It's a chance to interact with the community in a positive way, building relationships and promoting safety. Jake feels a sense of pride, knowing he's helping to make the community safer. By late afternoon, Jake finds a moment to call Emily. Their conversations are brief but meaningful. They talk about their day, their plans, and their hopes for the future. The demands of their jobs often keep them apart, but they cherish these moments. Emily's voice is a source of comfort for Jake. They discuss their plans for the evening and catch up on each other's day. Emily shares a story about a patient she cared for, and Jake tells her about the school visit. These conversations are a lifeline, a way to stay connected despite their busy schedules. The financial strain is always present. Between student loans, rent, and daily expenses, there's little room for savings. They dream of buying a house someday, but it feels like a distant goal. Jake and Emily have learned to be frugal, carefully budgeting their expenses and finding joy in simple pleasures. Jake thinks about their future often. He wants to provide a stable and comfortable life for Emily, but the realities of their financial situation are a constant source of stress. Despite this, they remain optimistic, finding strength in their love and support for each other. As the day winds down, the station becomes quieter. The team settles into their evening routines. Some watch TV, others read or catch up on sleep. Jake takes time to prepare his gear for the next shift. It's a ritual that brings him a sense of control and readiness. Every piece of equipment is checked and rechecked, ensuring it's ready for whatever tomorrow might bring. The firehouse has a comfortable lounge area where the firefighters relax in the evenings. Some of Jake's teammates are watching a movie, while others are playing cards. The atmosphere is relaxed, a stark contrast to the intensity of their work. Jake takes a moment to write in his journal, a habit he picked up to help him process the events of the day. Writing down his thoughts and experiences helps him decompress and reflect. It's a way to release the stress and find clarity amidst the chaos. Just as things start to quiet down, another alarm rings. This time, it's a car accident on the highway. Jake and his team quickly mobilize, heading out into the night. Accidents are unpredictable and often chaotic. Jake's training kicks in as they arrive at the scene, working to extricate the victims and provide first aid until paramedics arrive. The scene is chaotic, with flashing lights and the sound of sirens. Jake and his team work quickly and efficiently, using hydraulic tools to free the trapped passengers. The situation is tense, but their training and experience guide them through. The victims are a young couple, dazed and injured, but alive. Jake and his team provide first aid, stabilizing them until the paramedics arrive. The couple's gratitude is evident, and Jake feels a sense of accomplishment, knowing they've made a difference. The adrenaline from the call lingers as they return to the station. These moments of intense focus and action are balanced by the quiet times, a constant ebb and flow that defines the life of a firefighter. Returning to the station, the fatigue is evident. It's now past midnight, and the team is exhausted but relieved. The night shifts are always the hardest, pushing their endurance to the limit. Jake takes a moment to reflect. The day has been long and challenging, but it's also fulfilling. The sense of purpose and the bond with his team make it all worthwhile. Jake heads to the bunk room where the lights are dimmed and the atmosphere is quiet. He finds his bunk and lies down, feeling the weight of the day's events. Despite the exhaustion, sleep doesn't come easily. His mind is still racing, replaying the calls and the moments of intense focus. He thinks about Emily and their future, the challenges they face, and the dreams they hold on to. The job is demanding both physically and emotionally, but it's also deeply rewarding. The sense of duty and the knowledge that he's making a difference keep him going. As the clock nears 5:30 a.m., a new day begins. Jake's shift is almost over, but the cycle continues. He'll go home, rest, and prepare to do it all over again. This is the life of a firefighter. It's a life of service, sacrifice, and resilience. Jake and his fellow firefighters face each day with courage and dedication, knowing that they are making a difference, one call at a time. And so, another day ends with the promise of another beginning. The life of a firefighter is not easy, but it is essential, and it is a life lived with honor and commitment. Stay tuned for more stories. Like, subscribe, and share.